I hate to use this word, but truth being told, it was nasty, very nasty, not painted. The first thing that you sense when you enter an office like that was some level of depression. And I was not prepared to stay a longer time in that depression. So from day one, I committed that we needed to do something to change it. And so we started having been faced with the gloomy picture we inherited, depressed as we were, the nasty looking building, empty offices without equipment to work with, demotivated staff.
Beyond fixing walls, Minister Piah focused on restoring trust. The government town hall program was launched, branded in Malay as Kapa Kululu. Come, let's talk it. Government stepped out of buildings and met citizens face to face.
Beyond the renovation of the building, which has been a very significant milestone, this administration, headed by Mr. Jeremy Piah, has added new flavor to the way government information dissemination is handled. And so the government town hall was introduced. That government town hall, the Kapakulu, Come Let's Talk It, is a flagship program of the Ministry of Information that takes the government to the people. On a quarterly basis, we move from one county to another, convene this government town hall with citizens, bring them to interact face-to-face with policymakers in the government. Another thing we've also done as a ministry is to increase the frequency of the government press briefing. As you know, the government has an ambitious development plan, the arrest agenda for inclusive development. And a lot of things are taking place across the country. When we came here, the government press conference was being held maybe 1 or 2 times in a month. And we said, given the fact that the government has an ambitious development goal, we cannot speak for the government that is undertaking such ambitious project across the country 1 time in a month. So we decided to increase the frequency of the press conference, not on a monthly basis, but on a weekly basis. Next thing we've been able to do was to create a better information ecosystem wherein the media has been able to flourish. As a government, we do not want to get blamed for stifling the press. So we created a free space for media institutions, even the ones that do not agree with government policy, to operate. We also double up on our outreach effort. Of course, the government town hall is part of the outreach, but beyond that, there are intellectual centers, radio stations that we frequently, attend to. We make appearances with the goal of disseminating government information appropriately, and to also use that time to speak to the public, because there are people in the public who hold different views about the things that are happening in government. And when you go to these outreach events, whether it is radio station, whether it is a private center, you get to understand firsthand what the people think about the government. They've also been able to integrate line ministries and agencies into our chat, where they are compelled to periodically appear at the Ministry of Information. So it's not just about invite, it's about you having a schedule assigned to you as a ministry, as an entity, as a commission of the government alone. We have to appear to the Ministry of Information to give our updates, to provide every news for our entity. At the end of the year, we also collect all the progress government made, given a year on a review. Those projects, we request line ministries, agencies of government to submit their accomplishment to us, and then we can use the last 2 to 3 months in the year to communicate those achievements moving to the following year. Those are the things that we've been doing, and I think to a greater extent, under the leadership of Mr. Piah, we'll be very successful at the Ministry of Information.
Transformation is not only policy, it is dignity. From one struggling people, the Ministry of Information now has 3 buses and SUVs. Transportation for staff is now on a cruise. Support for the national cultural troop. Operational mobility was restored. For the first time in over 2 decades, staff felt sane. Every transformation has a crown. At the heart of the Ministry of Information's rebirth stands the historical Charles Mayo Conference Hall. Commissioned on May 10th, 2011, it has long served as the home of the Ministry of Information's regular press briefings. Once surrounded by decay, it too has fallen into disrepair. Today, it stands renewed, elegant, functional, and dignified. State-of-the-art sound systems, central air conditioning, and modern furnishings. Beyond the hall, the entire ministry has been reborn. From broken wards to modern offices, from despicable toilets to fully functional facilities, from darkness to reliability, powered by a new standby generator, running water in every department. Even security personnel now operate from a modern security booth. This was not just a renovation, it was resurrection.
Well, thank also my colleagues who are working on the team, for their contribution and for believing in the vision that we all are now pursuing to the end, and all the employees who've been very cooperative. So I want to commend all of them. And I think the team here is wonderful. The employees, the officials, in the different categories, whether they are cleaner, whether they are who, they've been very cooperative and very supportive. And they are part of the reasons why we are succeeding. And we just want to thank everybody who's made some contributions and led us into doing what we are. But the biggest of the appreciation is for His Excellency, whose vision we follow and who's supporting our work.
Thank you.
So we're walking you as up and down. Now we happy. When we got here from the earth, one of the things we tried to do was to reach out to people. I don't know everybody, MT, LPRC, whatever.
because we've done the assessment of the year around 70 last week. So that would raise that initial funding. I remember the foreign minister of example gave us 10,000. So that's how we're able to do the group. But then when we did an evaluation of what it would actually take to do the building yourself, both inside and outside, we want to do the outside walls. Will be something around maybe $500,000. The initial finalizing the budget, they initially allotted 250,000, but you normally when the budget gets. So when it got there, that 250,000 is used like more than. So we focus that now on the work you see from inside, doing the floors, the doors, the ceilings, and everything. We're hoping that in the coming budget, we can make the case so that we can get the outside of the building and be simple.
Thank you very much. I know we came here. Thank you for as the leadership. It is necessary to so you've done your share. It's going to facilitate the other way. Thank you. Of course, that part of the normal thing. Going to exercise and soliciting. But again, because he's moved down and whatever we don't work the best we can. This is what we also from here have nothing to add some lives. So these are huge. Well, thank you so much. Of course, the renovation of the building, like you said, the one aspect of it, the system in place, the people are responsible for the government came there, that's what I'm sure that's good. Be able to thank all of them for that cooperation that way. Even initially, now that initially I was not so favorable, but that's part of the rebuilding of the nation. But I want to assure you that to make it what it should be, going to do a complete assessment. Thank you. I hope that whatever we inherit us in the facilities can learn from you. But again, we should not be without all being able to recognize what they've done and to appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Maybe what I forgot is before we did the overall renovation. In that 3 months, let's wait. Not yet. So the assistant minister who I said is perfect. She attempted to replace Madam Piah. So the ceiling time, all these things. So in case something we're going to play, which is a business person for some production. And the next thing to say, they were just a ceiling to say, so this particular ceiling, the ceiling part was financed from our pocket before we even started. The office is on the last floor and from fix up my office also.
Thank you.
So very soon. Unfortunately, who came with the president, I know you went to another place, but we actually prepared lunch for you. The same people who can do the lunch for the meeting. I know Pam was sent by your own. I was sent. Thank you. Yes.
They'll be trying to stand down there. Can we?
Yeah, my father and the president, they grabbed team. Usually, a song we have, I normally talk with the provocation that you said having a yesterday. Somebody would leave and not basically the social sometimes it's tempting. You can sit and see those things happening and sometimes we fire by it. No, look forward to a time when the party structure can be able to face the political party so that we can be where we are. But when they're not doing it, we got to step in. We can make ourselves going to do all kinds of things. What they're going to do. Sometimes you take them on. Like the kids that are going with that. I'm not going to just join a screen that you
Wait. I'll come back. Angel.
Let's get you live if you do let you know. And so, folks, still with us, we been coming to you live from the Ministry of Information here on the Capitol Hill in Monrovia, Liberia, where His Excellency is storing the some newly renovated facilities here. And we've been here to bring to you the live coverage of all the happenings here at the Ministry of Information. And the president is currently in the office of the minister proper, Honorable Matthew Jerry Piah, and they're having some closed-door discussion. And from the look of things, we see movement around the minister office door. Apparently, any minute from now, His Excellency will walk out of that office, but we are still here. However, wherever you are viewing us from, this is the official page of the Executive Mansion Liberia, where His Excellency the President is making rounds. Earlier on, we were at the LBS community. Now we're here, making sure that you are well. It's a wet Friday in Monrovia from where we are streaming, and His Excellency the President is making us to understand that rain or shine, he will go about doing the business of the Liberian people for which he was elected. And I think this is very encouraging We're receiving signals that His Excellency the President, will be coming out any minute from now. So we'll now make our way down the stairs. And there are schools of journalists and other media practitioners here covering this program. And we're making our way down to the lobby of the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. As you can see, beautiful Liberian artifacts and photographs of former ministers of information. It's a photo gallery here. And we are here awaiting We apologize for the interruption. We had to make some adjustments in our position. As you know, during these events, security protocol is somewhat strict, and you will have to yield to the security protocol at all times. But we are still here at the Ministry of Information, Republic of Liberia, here on Capitol Hill, where His Excellency the President toured newly renovated facilities here. We saw the Liberian News Agency newsroom refurbished. He also visited the Chief. You better stand here now, all right? Can you from your foot? And I see the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Honorable Samuel A. Steve Piah, alongside Ambassador Charles Snetter and the Director General of the President's Cabinet, Nathaniel Kwabo. They are all here along with His Excellency the President on this tour at the Ministry of Information here on Capitol Hill, just a stone throw away from the Executive Mansion. And it's a wet Friday from Monrovia. But howbeit, His Excellency the President is still here. And I see Ambassador Kone also here with His Excellency. And any moment from now, from all indications, the President will get on board his Lambo to make his way to another destination. And I see coming down the stairs is the senior political advisor to the President, Magdala Cooper. Still with us as we try to reposition to give you a better view. And we're outside in the yard of the and we see swift movements. And there he is, the man of the hour, His Excellency the President, flanked by government officials and security personnel, as he is in a tete-a-tete with the Information Minister. And the President will now make his way to the Lambo. And His Excellency will now enter this Lambo. And we will be shifting to adjust and make arrangements for our next stop. So still with us for more updates. This is the official page of the Executive Mansion Liberia, and I am Joel A. Mulva, bringing you this live Facebook coverage from the Ministry of Information, where His Excellency the President has been conducting a tour of newly renovated facilities here at the ministry. Stay with us, and we will keep you updated shortly. Bye-bye.